Hi, my name's Kevin and welcome to Tractors in Life. Just looking at my weather app, it's 9 degrees out. This is February 2nd. So I've got a few errands to run, then we're going to head back to the house. I've kind of stacked up a problem for myself, and that stack is snow. I put all 90% of the snow in one pile, and it's usually not an issue. But this year's been different. I've labeled this as kind of an old-fashioned winter. We got a lot of snow, and the pile is huge. It's to the point, if you watch our videos the last time I was plowing, I just simply can't stack the snow any higher. I'm at the full reach of the front bucket. That's one issue, but the bigger issue is it's got to be really a safety hazard. It's at the foot of my driveway, and when you're pulling out, it's very difficult to see oncoming traffic. So what I want to do is I want to move, I don't know what percent, maybe half of the snow to the front lawn. I don't normally like piling snow on the front lawn. In the springtime when the snow melts, where the pile is will be just totally black. I'm assuming it's really just pollution. You know, the snow, when it comes down, you know, it picks up dirt in the atmosphere, and yeah, as I said, you know, it's always a problem getting that portion of the lawn started. So I don't normally like to put it on the front lawn, but right now I don't have a chance. Again, it's February 2nd. Our winter's not over by any stretch of the imagination, especially with these cold temperatures. So we'll do that. Going to get into a bunch of other stuff. Thanks for joining us, and let's get to work. So while the tractor's warming up, let me show you the issue I have. So right over here is where the kids normally park. You can see the piles of snow. So sometimes when they're not here, like I only have one, just my daughter here now, I will push the snow that way. But a lot of times when I plow, it's early in the morning and they haven't left yet. So I will bring all the snow out of the driveway and I pile it here. Really hard I think on the camera to get perspective how big this is. It's over my head. Now, kind of as a snow plowing 101, you always want to pile the snow on the opposite side from where the plow comes from, the town plow. So the town plow comes down the street. Ideally, you'd like to put the snow there so it doesn't fill up the approach. But as you can see, I've got the mailbox there. So I mean, I could push it up here, but as I said, I don't like to put it on the front lawn. But now I'm going to have to. I've got to get that snow pile down. Again, I don't know if you can tell or not, but look at the color. That's a lot of it is just pure ice. So I want to get this done, but I don't want to bust anything. And you know, ramming your tractor into a block of ice is not ideal. But we'll see what we can do. Yeah, well, it isn't pretty, but it had to be done. This is the driveway line, and you can see how far back all of these piles are. So if I have to put snow on that side of the driveway, what I'll do is I just won't bank it as high. And you know, it's February 2nd, so this has got to end sometime, right? This is the pile that I took out from there. That's big in and of itself. And you can see that's not all of it. Because if you look down the side here, and this is all the snow that's left. I have to be, if you see those reeds sticking up there, there's a pretty big drainage ditch there that I have to be careful. And if you also saw, I got stuck. Yeah, this kind of dips down. So I even had to put diff lock on. And if you're new to the tractor world and you don't know how to get out of something when you're stuck, let me show you. So if you get stuck, what you want to do is, number one, obviously make sure you're in four-wheel drive. I was. Number two, use your diff lock pedal. And on my tractor, that's this right here. You push it down and it engages the rear differential lock. So, you know, they say four-wheel drive, but really, when you're in two-wheel drive, you only have power to one rear wheel. When you're in four-wheel drive, you have power to one rear and one right. Using the diff lock pedal, what that does, locks the rear differential and gives you power to both wheels. I did that, I still couldn't get out. So here's what you do. You can see I've got the bucket in the full dump position. So you lower it down and you put down pressure on it. So it's gonna dig in the ground. Then you give the tractor some acceleration, foot on the diff lock, and start to curl the bucket, and what it will do is push you back, push the tractor back. You'll even sometimes get the front wheels off the ground. You don't want that. You don't want to get the front wheels off the ground too much because then you're losing that front assist that you have. Yeah, you can see the tractor looks like it went to war. Look at all that snow there. I'm going to have to clear that to keep it from overheating. And I know we're going to get more snow too, so I'll have to decide then, depending on the snowfall, what I'm going to do. So it's a balmy 25 degrees out here. It's the warmest it's been in probably a couple weeks. A lot of snow out here. Look at all these deer tracks. You can see here where they're digging, they're foraging. It's got to be 2 feet of snow here on the ground. Not easy to walk through. Yeah, it's up to my knees back here. So this is a bluebird house. I built this probably 5 years ago, just out of scrap lumber, and you know, some of which was plywood. You can see how it's falling apart. I want to rebuild it. I gotta walk all the way back to the barn. It takes a T25. I'll be back. If you've never walked through knee-deep snow, you don't understand how taxing it can be. Now see, you guys fell down again. I've also got to change the battery in the trail cam. It freezes sometimes. That's why I've got this heat gun. There we go. And put the new one in. Trail cam works great, as you can see by these pictures. All right, back to the barn. So as I mentioned, this is our state bird here in New York State is the bluebird. This is specifically for a bluebird. I got the plans from the National Audubon Society and has a very distinct configuration. The hole has to be an exact measurement. I don't remember what it was. So I'm gonna rebuild this. The thing is, this is February 3rd, and I've only got about a month or so to get it back up because they start nesting in March. And if you don't have it ready for them, they'll just go and nest somewhere else. It's worked good. Some years the sparrows have come in and kicked out the bluebirds. But when it works, it's really quite amazing because you'll see the male and the female. You can tell the male, as it is in most species of birds, is the more brilliant colors than the female. But you'll see the male bringing, they'll both build the nest, and then when she hatches, you'll see the male bringing in food for the female. In the door on it, it's got a door that swings open for cleaning. You have to put these grooves on it so that the little chicks can have a way to get up to the hole to get out when they're ready. You know, we just love wildlife, and it's something that we love watching when it's active. So I'm gonna get it rebuilt, and not out of plywood this time. And yeah, we'll get it hung up there. It'll be a good wintertime project. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Certainly love being with you guys, I always do. God bless you all, and we'll see you next time on Tractors in Life.